Hey, what's going on? This is episode 10, and we back. We back. The second round is officially over of the NBA playoffs. The conference finals are about to begin. It's starting to heat up. We're going to get right into it, and then Ja Morant getting in trouble again. Come on, Ja. Come on. And a little bit of music talk, but pretty much sticking to basketball again. So, hey, let's get right into it, baby. So, Miami beats New York in 6. I had New York to win, so I was completely wrong on this. What a fucking story for Miami, man. I mean, this is just... They keep surprising the world, man. They keep surprising the world. They're underdogs again. They're going to be the underdogs again the next series. And if they make it to the finals, they're going to be the underdogs again. But they keep shocking the world. Beating the number 1 seed, now beating the 5 seed, now potentially could beat the 3 seed. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? They beat New York in 6, and you can't. There's a lot of things to talk about here. You got Jimmy, just willing his team to win. I mean, it's crazy. Like, he's just bringing so much toughness, mentally and physical toughness. To the core, and then I think it's kind of just like one of those things where it's like it goes to the other players, that confidence just kind of circulates around the locker room, and it brings out the best in everyone. And you can't say enough. Losing Victor Oladipo, losing Tyler Hero. I mean, really, it's only Jimmy. Other than Jimmy, they don't have Bam, but like they have some pieces, but it's not anything crazy. They just all play together. They have a great coach, it's a great system. Like it's a great story. The Miami goes on to the Eastern Conference Finals again. See, Jimmy just tends to play better in the playoffs. It's crazy how Jimmy's not even he wasn't even an all-star this year, and he's potentially probably the best playoff player so far in the playoffs in 2023. What a storyline! If he can somehow win in the Eastern Conference Finals, what a story that would be, man. What a story that would be for him. But yeah, they move on to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then Philly. Here we go. Yeah, we didn't even show up to the game. I don't think we showed up. I think PJ Tucker and Tobias are the only ones that showed up to Game 7. We get destroyed. We lose by, I think, 30, almost 30, 25, 30 points. It's one thing to lose in a Game 7, but it's another thing to get completely and utterly destroyed. And that's what happened. That is what happened. We got completely and utterly destroyed. So... I gotta give props to Boston though. They played a good game. I mean, I guess Tatum played a good game. I don't know who else came on that team, but yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through this stat line. Tobias Harris was our leading scorer with 19 points in a game fucking 7, people. Game 7, and that's with an MVP of the league right now, a former MVP, and an up-and-coming superstar in Tyrese Maxey. And Tobias Harris was our leading scorer with 19 points. It's just sad, man. It just sucks because it's like year after year after year they've been leading us on and leading us on and leading us on for the hope that we make it to the finals. Oh my God, this is the year. Trust the process. We just got Harden. This is the year. Every playoffs, I'm like, this is it. This is the time. This is the time we may finally make a conference finals. And this was our perfect fucking chance. This year was our perfect chance to make the finals, dude. We sweep Brooklyn, so we have way more rest than Boston does going into second round. We're up 3-2. We're up 3-2, and Game 6 is home. Game 6 is home. Game 6 is home, and we choke. At that moment, I should have told myself it's over. You can't lose Game 6 home. Going back to Game 7, that gives Boston so much confidence going back home for Game 7 after they just beat us in Game 6 away. I should have known that it was over. I should have known it was over. The second leading scorer was Tyrese Maxey with 17. Joel with 15 and 8 rebounds is insane. You cannot have 15 points as the MVP of the league and the leading scorer of the league in the biggest game of the playoffs, biggest game of your career, one of the biggest games. Harden had 9 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And I can go on and on about Harden, man. I can go on and on about Harden. Now, what do I think needs to happen in the offseason? I think really not a lot needs to happen, but there's definitely got to be some changes. I think I've said this before, or I said this the past couple of days. I wouldn't mind if Harden gets traded, or we get rid of him. I think for one, okay, so I don't feel like in the playoffs is different than the regular season. In the playoffs, you need to elevate your level of focus, determination, preparation, energy. Everything has to be elevated for the playoffs. And I don't feel like Harden elevates anything. Yes, he gave us 45, 42 points in a couple games. But what is he doing in those other games to help us win? Not a lot. I don't like his energy level. The only thing he's elevating is the cheeseburgers into his mouth before the games because he looks like a fat fuck. I think that there's a lot of benefits of getting rid of Harden. I think for one, I'd 100%, I'd rather have Maxey over Harden. 100%. I'd rather keep Maxey. Maxey is younger, plays with so much more energy. He has just a vibe around him. He's joyful. He's like a young kid. He'd love to play with people like that. I think he'll elevate the team. I don't think Harden elevates anyone around him. I mean, he does get some assists. He was a leading assist leader this year. But I don't know, man. I don't know what we should do. Tobias Harris is a tricky one because how can you get rid of him? He was a leading scorer for us in a Game 7 in a semifinal game. I love PJ Tucker. I would 100% keep PJ. Obviously, Joel staying. I'd love to keep Maxey. And then our bench is decent. Like, if anything, we should get rid of Harden and deepen our bench a little bit. But I love our starting five with Harris, Tucker, Embiid, Maxey, and then maybe throw in like a Dame Lillard. Maybe throw in like a Dame Lillard. Now we're cooking, baby. Now we're cooking Dame Dollar. But I had so much faith in us this series, so I was really disappointed by it. Boston's a hell of a team. I knew it was going to go 7 games. I just had a feeling it was going to go 7 games. Just because of how talented we both are, and this is the perfect opportunity. And I mean, Milwaukee's already out. Like, we could, no disrespect to Miami, but we could have played Miami instead of Milwaukee, which is crazy. Really, really hope, because we're not winning anything with Harden. We're saying right now we're not gonna go to any finals, any conference finals. We're not gonna win any rings with Harden on this team. How old is Harden anyway? Yeah, he's 33. He's on his way out. Let's be honest, y'all. He's declining fast. 33 is old for an NBA player. Yo, 33 is old for an NBA player, yo. Let's be honest now. 33 is old, yo. Yeah, he's on his way out. Denver beats Phoenix in 6. Not really a surprise here. I mean, I've always believed that you can't really put a team together 2 months before the playoffs start and expect to somehow for it to just go smoothly to the top and win a championship. The more and more KD starts to do this shit, the more and more I do not like him. The more and more that he continues to try and ring chase and just go to different teams that has the most talent, I just don't like it. By the way, I don't understand getting rid of their coach, by the way. I don't get it at all. He's took you guys to finals. He took you guys to 2 semifinals. I don't get it. Who else are you gonna get that can be as good as him? I don't get it. Chris Paul's probably on his way out of the league. I'm probably just gonna start building around Book and KD. If I had to predict, but yeah, they win in 6. I mean, Denver's just a talented team. Still underrated, I think, a little bit. I don't watch a lot of Denver, to be honest, just because they're on super late, and then Lakers beat Golden State, which is really a shocker to me. I did not expect that. I thought the greatness of Steph Curry would take him over the top, but it's really interesting. It's really crazy because obviously you got LeBron, obviously you got AD, but it's like the others that are really playing good and playing consistent and playing like great basketball, which I don't think anyone saw coming. Who saw Austin Reeves playing this good? Who saw D'Angelo Russell playing this good? Dennis Schroeder, like Rui Hachimura, Lonnie Walker, like who would have thought that these players would be playing this good? I for sure didn't. I mean, if Reeves and Russell and Schroeder can keep up this type of production, because I mean, other than Rui and Lonnie are there too, Like other than that, like their other bench is not great. I mean, you got Vanderbilt too. He barely played last game. I'm interested to see what happens with the Warriors. I'm interested in the offseason as to who leaves and who stays. Does Poole go? Does Draymond go? Obviously, Curry and Clay are probably still going to be there. I think they need to build a better... Their bench is decent, though. I think they probably need more size, maybe. I mean, they're not a huge team. They're pretty small. I mean, their center was Draymond in this series. And you got Looney, but they're a pretty small team. They don't have a lot of size at all, really. I mean, LeBron had 30, Reeves had 23, Davis was 17 and 20 boards. People are saying this could potentially be the end of the Warriors dynasty. I doubt it. Curry's still playing at a high level. High level. 32 points. Oh my God. He did not have any help last game. Clay had 8 points. Dante DiVincenzo had 16. I mean, Clay has been a little inconsistent this playoffs. I think that's hurt him. Jordan Poole's obviously been trash. Just the Warriors. I was rooting for them. To come out of this series. But props to the Lakers, though. They move on to the Western Conference Finals. Will we ever see this again, though? We have to really think about this. Like, will we ever see LeBron versus Steph in a playoff series after this year? Might not happen. It might not happen. So you gotta appreciate it while it's here. I think this series is a lot more for legacy than anything. Because obviously Curry had the edge in the finals category. They both had 4, but like Curry beat LeBron in the finals more often. If LeBron wins a chip this year, which it's a good chance that it could happen. I mean, he's edging his way closer and closer to the Jordan talk and the GOAT talk. Like my GOAT is Jordan, but if LeBron wins this year, like it's gonna be close to say, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to go through the stats, go through the numbers, and really pinpoint who is the GOAT, who is the real GOAT. You know what I mean? All right, let's get into the Eastern Conference Finals. It's set Miami-Boston, and this is, I think, the 3rd time in 5 years that they've faced off. So this is starting to become a rivalry, sort of. It's a tricky series to really predict, in my opinion. It's a tricky series to I mean, obviously Miami's the underdog. I think Boston's a better team. I don't think you can really count out. Miami. I don't think you can count out Miami. They've shown that series after series and year after year that you cannot count them out. I don't care that Hero's out, the Oladipo's out. I don't care. I don't care. Miami's a team to compete. They compete. They play with a lot of physicality. I'm interested in this series. I really am. Imagine if the Heat win, though. That's got to be the first 8 seed ever, right? To make a finals 8 seed? That never happens. Never happens, bro. Never. But I mean, it's an interesting series. You got Jimmy, you got Bam, you got Tatum, you got Jaylen Brown. It's not going to be a sweep. It's not going to be a sweep. That is for sure. Jimmy's not going to let that happen. Jimmy himself is not going to let that happen. I guarantee that he does not let that happen. I don't know. I'm trying to predict right now on the spot who is my pick to win this series. Boston will probably win this series. It's just an amount of games is the part. I think I don't even think the Heat are as good as they were last year. Didn't they have PJ Tucker last year? That's the thing. I don't even think that the Heat are as good as last year. And you gotta take into account the Heat played a injured Milwaukee with an injured Giannis. Not really an excuse, but it kind of is. And then they played the New York, which is like New York, like they didn't. New York is not a top contender. They never were a top contender in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So they haven't had the toughest of roads to get here. So I'm gonna lean towards Boston. I'm gonna lean towards Boston in 6. I'm gonna say 6. I think it ends in 6. I'm very confident that Boston wins in 6. And then the Western Conference, Denver, LA, and this is a more intriguing matchup to me. Denver has the home court advantage. I don't know. It's a very even matchup. I'm not gonna lie. I know that Denver's the 1 seed and LA is a 7, but this is a very tricky matchup. I mean, you got LeBron, dude. Let's not overestimate who the Lakers have. Let's not overestimate that they have LeBron James. Now, I think what this series really comes down to is the matchup of AD versus Jokic, and I think that matchup is very intriguing. And whoever plays better in the series between those two, I think their team is going to win it. I don't know how good of a defender Jokic is. I know he's big and he has the mass on him. I think it just comes down to who has more energy to guard the other one. I don't think Jokic can guard AD, but AD on Jokic is so interesting. AD has been locking down. AD's a tough defender, man. AD's a tough-ass defender, yo. Who guards LeBron? Is it Aaron Gordon? Is it Michael Porter Jr.? They have length and athleticism on LeBron, which I didn't think. I think Andrew Wiggins was a little too small to guard LeBron that in series last series. Denver, LA. Back to Denver, LA. I don't know who wins. I mean, if I really had to make a decision here, like I said, it comes down to the matchup of AD versus Jokic. I mean, Lakers have the experience. I mean, really, the Denver does too. I think this could potentially be a 7-game series. I think this could potentially be a 7-game series, yo. Denver would have that last home game. Fuck, I don't know who to pick. Card. I can't go against LA, man. I'm gonna go LA in 7. I say LA in 7, even though the game 7 would be in Denver. I feel like when you got a great player like LeBron, this close to a finals, this close to another chip, he's not gonna slow down. I can't go against LeBron, man. I can't, dude. They've already made it this far. Like, they're not gonna stop now. He's not gonna lose in the conference finals. When did Jordan ever lose in the conference finals? Like, did it even ever happen? So that's my official prediction of the conference finals. Let me know what y'all think, though. I mean, both series are going to be good. I don't think they're going to be a sweep. I don't think anything's going to end in 5. Official prediction, Boston in 6 and LA in 7. Ooh, Boston LA finals. That's crazy. The history. Obviously, that's what the NBA wants. Let's be honest. The NBA wants that to happen. That's money. That's a money maker for them. Boston LA. That's like one of the biggest rivalries in sports history. Holy shit. That'd be entertaining. And that's a money maker for the NBA, like I said. Now, Morant gets suspended. Now, when I first saw this, I honestly thought that, like, it was from last time. Like, for some reason, they were tweeting it, even though it was last time. So I guess I don't know who this dude is. Probably his boy. It was a very quick gun. It was a very quick. Where's it at? I see the laser. I see the laser. There it is. Come on, Ja. Come on, Ja. Yeah, they suspend him from all team activities, which is stupid because it's the off season. There's probably no team activity. That happened. It's crazy. Like if this shit keeps happening, like is he gonna like eventually just like leave the league completely? Like, is NBA just gonna be like, I've had enough. We've had enough. Like this isn't a good image on us. I mean, he has a Nike deal. He has a Powerade deal. Like, when is enough enough? You know, this is one of the most up-and-coming superstars in the league, one of the most entertaining players in the league to watch. Could potentially be the face of the fucking league, and he's around pointing guns at and shit, you know? Hopefully nothing bad happens around this. Hopefully he can get his act together and continue to play basketball. But I just want to quickly say that. Now on to some hip-hop. J. Cole and Lil Durk coming out with a song. I did not expect it, but it's kind of more of a positive song. Everyone knows that the beef Durk and YB have, and I think this is a message that Durk doesn't want that beef anymore. I think Durk's gonna be the bigger man here and end the beef, which I think is the better way to go. J. Cole bodied the song though. I'm not gonna lie. J. Cole bodied it. God, just his vibe, man. Just the way he comes around that corner. Shit, I'm acting kind of weird right now. I gotta chill. Visuals too. I love the visuals, man. Nice ass pants, by the way. Damn, I'm acting like a real fucking simp right now. Oh, that shit's so hard, bro. I don't know what it is about that line. This is so hard right here. That's it for the video, episode 10. I'll be back next week. Hope y'all enjoy. Hit that like, subscribe. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace!